Hello, everyone. Bridget Casey here with you today. Uh, it's been fun already. I am stepping in for Lydia. Lydia's fine. I'm just stepping in for her today. So I'm staying off camera because I'm still fighting, man. Still kind of coffee and gross. So we're gonna go through the fabulous release today. I just dropped ink under my desk and I can't reach it. It and I can't see it. So I'm gonna hello. I know, I'm so excited. I know. I don't it's wonderful working with everybody at Altenew, but there are some of the gals I started with, so I miss them because we started together. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to show you the blending tools for one of the colors because I just drop kicked it under my desk on accident. So I'm very sorry. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the fabulous release from Altenew. Very excited. So we have some regular products and we also have, of course, our fabulous, marvelous, well, it's built in, marvelous monthly release. And then we also have the wax seals. We have so many fun things to talk about this month. So let's start with the regular release. Just making sure that's part of it. I'm not sure if that's part of it or not. And I do have some cards around here somewhere. I did this once this month. You would think I would have everything together. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is the Quill and Inkwell. So excited about this. These two together. So these two together, I was so excited. At first, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I always think of pirates when I see parchment scrolls. I'm like, I don't know if I feel like a pirate. And so then I die cut it and could not stop. I had so much fun with this set. So let me show you. I did 2 cards with this set. This first one, I used the Romantic Roses to ink blend words on there. So you can kind of see it. So it was like it was old, right? Like the Constitution or something. So I used the Romantic Roses stencil on the back of my parchment scroll. And then here's one Quill and Inkwell example. Okay. And this is using the sentiments, which I'll show you in just a second. And then again, the sentiments, the quill, the inkwell. But when you create all these parchment scrolls, you get this guy right here. So you get this big one. And this could be used for a diploma. This could be really, and so could the little ones. I don't have the little ones with me. They are in a bin somewhere. But there are some little ones and they're, I can show you the size here. So you can see the size. They're about from my knuckle to the end of my finger. So not even counting my nail. So knuckle to nail, end of finger. So those are smaller, but they would both, either the small ones or this one, I think would be great to use for a diploma come graduation time. Super, super fun. And then you get this big scroll as well. So you get 4 in here. So it's so exciting. And as you can see, this is a really good size. Takes up a good portion of your card and is just fantastic. Put a few little ink drops there to drive home that it was a quill and inkwell that was going on. And yes. And you'll see some examples out there that have exactly that. And there's a bundle on the site I just saw that had the Doves in Flight and then this, because it goes so well together. So we have those fabulous products. And then we already looked at, the sentiments have gone missing. There they are. So we have the scripted sentiments, which again, I have here. One's popped up with our new foam tape. So 2 layers of our thickest foam tape. Look at the dimension on that. Fantastic. I love dimension. But here are the hello phrases. So you get lots of phrases in here from the scripted sentiments. Way to go. Thank you. Hugs. Love. Hi. Sending congrats with and hello, of course, because I used the hello so many times. So 9 different sentiments with shadow. So very exciting on those. Then we have this set, which is just the cutest thing ever. The fun little envelopes set. It has two different shapes of stars and hearts. It has little postage stamps and like little cleared, like when the mail stamps it, that it went through, like your stamp is no good. So it's gone through there. So these are super cute. They also have liners that go into the envelopes. So here's a card I made. And this also uses the vintage motifs stencil. It's absolutely stunning. So there's the stencil in the packaging, but here it is. And you'll see it again in just a second. Here it is in action. And then the cute little envelopes there. The thank you is from Whispering Garden Whispers. Garden Whispers, because that fit perfectly on there. But there's a little airplane, a little, I think that's a bird, a heart, and so just super duper cute. So really came out as a cute card. And then another card with the vintage motifs where you can really see it. And I believe this is free, maybe not. It may have ended. This is the Delicate Magnolia. So here's the vintage motifs, and this is with the brushed pyrite, my favorite of all. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I could just stand here for like an hour and look at that. So shiny and pretty. So that's the brushed pyrite of the shimmer relief paste. And this is the Delicate Magnolia and the scripted sentiments. So Delicate Magnolia, I just curled my leaves and I used some of our the higher foam tapes to give it lots of dimension, curled the petals. So I really loved how this came out. And the leaves on this, because there are no leaves of the Delicate Magnolia, those came from the Nature Splashes stencil art. There was that leaf dye add-on that you could have, and that worked beautiful. Oh, they're not free anymore. Okay, so if you got those, here's an idea. Or if you have other little flower sentiments, you can use those as well. So if you have those little sentiments, you can use those. And then this, I believe, was free last month, and now you can purchase it. So the Be Strong, you get two pieces. You get the word and the shadow on that. Really super duper cute set as well. We have a lot of super duper cute things here. We really do. Now this, love this. I am in love with this, and I'll show you the card. I'll show you the card first because it uses a bunch of products, and we will go into the wax seals. This uses the Royal Brocade, and Aram and I actually looked up how to say it because I always said Royal Brocade, but I think that's the British proper way of saying it, I think, but we say brocade here. So Royal Brocade folder, and it's absolutely stunning with wax seal. And then these pieces are colored using Bubblegum Dreams and Whispering Garden Woodlands. So the two, not the most recent inks, but the ones before, with the Zero Waste Berries and Branches dye. So I used all of those with the Tulip motif wax seal and finished it with an essential sentiment. So really, really fancy. I felt like it was a fancy schmancy kind of card. Yes, elegant. I thought it was fancy schmancy. So, and a good way to use a wax seal, because Lana Tabor, there's a free class now if you buy the wax seal bundle. And that class is amazing. She is a wax seal genius. So I definitely, after watching that, I'm like, ooh, okay, got some tips there. So this is the Zero Waste Berries, Branches, and Dyes. So what's different? I mean, of course, it's a zero waste, right? But when it cuts some of them numbered so you can layer the berries together. And you can see, like here, there's the number 1, the number 5, 3, 2, and where was 4 hiding? The other day, I couldn't find the 2. Oh, there's the 4 up here. So the number etches into your berry. So if you just don't want to layer them, you don't have to, but you can layer them together to get that look. And then, of course, with the fun little envelopes, I mean, come on, so super duper cute. So there's those 2. Then Oh, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, the wax seals. So I didn't even all I did was I threw in this is Cosmic Berry and Enchanted Gold. I just threw them in the pot together and tipped it. I didn't mix it. I didn't do anything. I have a bunch of them to show you that I did that. And it's so easy for somebody that's not like a wax seal. I am not a wax seal aficionado. I did not come out of the womb knowing how to do them. So I need to learn lots on those. I'm very excited to learn more about those as we go. Then we have the ornate emblems. Look how pretty this is. And cat fur. I don't know if yours will come with cat fur or not, but mine has cat fur. So we have the ornate emblems, and it's just really, really stunning. Just such a really, really pretty folder. And okay, so I dropped, as I said, I dropped the inks under, I think those are all of the products for the month. Yes, I'm just double checking. Those are all of the actual products. Okay, so now we will look at the inks. And of course, we have the rounds, we have the minis, we have the labels, we have it all for these. Now, we also have enamel dots, and those are not right there. They're right here. Like I said, I just showed these, so they should be. So we have the Tropical Tango, and those are the new ink colors as well. So we have those here, which will be Peachy Keen, Mandarin Burst, Tangerine Dream, and Red Jasper. Okay, so we have those. And then we have Citrus Punch, and that consists of lemon ice, mid-yellow, lemonade stand, and raw amber. Then we have the one that I kicked under the desk, which is Marine Life. Okay, of course, my favorite color, the blues, my favorites, and I kicked them. Blueberry, Blue Horizon, Ride the Wave, and Navy for those. So you can kind of see the colors there on my ink blending tools there. Sorry about kicking that under the desk, but it was literally, I looked up and there was 10 seconds. I'm like, there's no way I can get down on the floor and back up in 10 seconds. It's not happening anymore. Then we have, I always call it Desert Dreams, but it's Dessert Dreams. Orange Sorbet, Apricot Frost, Cocoa Cream, and Choco Hazelnut. So we have, of course, the coordinating enamel dots. We have the inks in all the sizes and the labels for everything, because we like to be, I know, Serena, wouldn't that be fantastic? We have to put our dreams and wishes out into the Altenew verse, I think. So if anybody's watching, we want those in artist markers. Please give us those in artist markers. I can also pass that on to the PD team. More grays. I can pass that on to Christine. Thank you for the suggestion. We always like suggestions from you guys. To know what you guys need to craft with is always good. Okay. Now I feel kind of like a plumber a little bit, but this brought me back to my youth a little bit. I had one of these when I was a kid for like my nail polish and my makeup and stuff, but it worked perfectly for our wax seals as well. So we have, you can get the warmer, okay? And then in here, you set your spoon and you have a tea light underneath, and it warms it, melts it. You dip it and you stick your wax stamp in there. And then the colors, oh, the colors. Let's start with the blues. We have Haze Blue and Frozen Lake. Okay, let me move. Oh, knocked my trash can over. All right, so we got those. We have Dusty Pink, one of my favorites, Cosmic Berry. You can see the jars, you can see right on the bottom, which is nice. So let me, and this one, the Frozen Lake, has like, it's a metallic, so it has a shimmer to it. I do have one of those in the Frozen Lake that I can show you. So those are the blues, Dusty Pink, and then the Cosmic Berry. And then we have Milky White and Mint Chalk. Okay, those two. Then we have Enchanted Gold and Rose Gold. So beautiful. You can see my gold is dwindling quickly. I like the gold. Then we have forest fern and platinum. These are just the last two that I have, but I do have some showing these together and they're gorgeous. And so these all fit nice in this little container. So I get to keep all my handles and everything. And then we do have a handle that you can get, the wax seal handle there. And it looks just like this. And then there's a little thing that goes on the end to protect it when you're not using it. So we have that. Then we have the markers. Oh goodness, my markers escaped. My markers have escaped. We have the new markers that are permanent, and you can write on the wax seals with them. Mine have escaped, apparently. I thought I put them in here with my wax seals, but there's gold, black, and a silver. They're absolutely fantastic, and Lana does show them in the video. If you take her class, she will show you how to use those with your wax seals. So then we have the seals themselves. So we have the painted grass, which is so beautiful. So these are the painted grass. So I mixed, I'll tell you what I mixed with them. Fern and the milky white. This is forest fern and milky white. So you get different looks, and you can kind of see the mixture a little bit better on the back. So they came out really, really pretty. I know. Yes, the markers are oil-based. Yes. I'm sorry. I wish I had, I don't know where my markers went to. I apologize. The markers are oil-based. I heard that if you spray them with alcohol, they're permanent. But if you spray them with alcohol, like right after you use them, like on the wax seal, you could get them off. But they are permanent markers. Lydia tried them on a mirror in her home. She's tried them on everything, and they are permanent. They're waterproof, and they are quick drying. And yes, so they go on lots of things, and they're great to add to all your wax seals because you can add easily, like artist markers. You can come in and you could color the leaves with the markers on there. So I'm just still looking like, where could they have gone? They've got to be here. Okay, then we have, this is one of my favorites. The tulip, is it the tulip motif? There's one that, yes, it must be the tulip motif. That one came out. There's one that did not come out. The tulip motif, I love this one. This was with the rose gold and the dusty pink. This was the cosmic berry, rose gold, platinum, and cosmic berry, dusty pink, platinum. So I just kept throwing colors in there and seeing what stuck, what I liked. This is the enchanted gold and the cosmic berry. That's one of my favorites with the tulip motif. And the final one I have for the tulip motif. And the great thing is I have these and I can just put them on my card when I'm ready to go. And then this one, this was with the blue haze and the enchanted gold. But look how pretty. I mean, even on the back, it's really pretty. So really, really pretty. Oh, hopefully the sound is okay. Okay, and then we have some baby ones. This one says with love. Hopefully you can see that okay. This is with the forest fern and the enchanted gold, the little with love. And I did another one today in just the gold. So cute. It's just it's a little baby, just a little baby. So adorable. Okay. Then we have double hearts. Okay. And there's the double heart right there. And then I did another one I thought with double hearts. It was kind of a weird one. Oh no, maybe it was the with love. That was it was off kilter, but I was just playing. I mean, once you start with these, I'm going to warn you, it's super hard to stop. I had so much fun. Then there's a baby bow, the mini bow. And there it is. Look how cute it is. It's just so cute. It's just adorable. And then we have the big. It's the gift box bow. Look how beautiful that is. So that one is a square one, and Lana shows how to put 3 colors in this one wax seal in that video. So make sure if you can get your hands on that video and you want to try wax seals or you want to improve your wax seal game, check out that video because it is fantastic. She shows 3 colors in this one. And I think she had a video on Instagram showing how to do like 3 or 4 colors in the painted grass one as well. So lots of inspiration out there. Then we have a big with love. So we have the big with love. And this handle is actually my old handle from my old Altenew. They did have wax stamps back in the day. So this was my old handle that I had, and I accidentally picked it up and it worked. I was like, oh, okay. And so here, this is the beautiful frozen lake. See the metallic kind of shimmer to it? It's got little traces of gold because there was gold left in my spoon and I didn't clean it. So it just, guys, have fun with this. Put it in and just have some fun. But super pretty, the with love, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I had another with love. I was practicing these because, like I said, I'm not perfect at wax seals. I'm working on it. This one kind of came out a little rough with love. And this is how they come in this cute little box. Can these be mailed without damage? Yes. Yes, I can show you that in just one second, Christine. These can. I actually mailed one to Karen, Nancy, and it was fine. It was on the card and it was okay. Because I said, Karen, something's coming that I never do. So I don't know how it's going to make it. And she got the card. She didn't know what I meant. She got the card. She goes, oh, the wax seal. And it lasted. Now, I did pour it directly on the card. So I had the hot wax on the envelope and then sealed it. So I didn't do any tapes or glues or anything. I put that right on there, direct on there. But yes. And yes, I can show you. Okay, so here's, I get a little extra. So here's the with love and here's the with love. So a bit of a difference. And then if we take them, because one's oval, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. One's oval, right? And one's it is oval. It's a baby oval, but yeah. So those are the two. That's the size difference in there. But both so cute. So cute. I love the minis because, right, you can use those on cards and it will be really pretty. So I have all these wax seals to send out or create cards with or whatever, comes up. I'm all set to go. I've got my wax seal madness that I can just pick up my box and off I go. Plus it, like I said, it reminds me of my teenage years, which is a good thing. I like that. I like feeling like a teenager again with my little, yes, Christine, exactly. That's what I was mentioning to Nancy. If you were to take, so let's pretend I've got my little spoon and it's all hot and we'll pretend this is an envelope. I poured it right on there. I stuck it on and it held through the mail. Now, will everyone hold? No, because it's the mail. You just don't know. It's like the wild, wild west when you mail an envelope. You just don't know what's going to happen. But mine did. I did mail one recently and it survived. So I was pretty proud of that. Now, the other thing, you can trim that wax. Say you make one. Yes, the non-machinable stamps are super duper helpful. Say you make one and the sides are a little wonky and you're like, you know what? I don't like how that came out. Just put it back in your warmer and melt it again. Don't throw it away. Just re-melt it because it's wax. So just cut it up and put it back in your warmer and you melt it again. So I didn't think of that. I learned that from Lana. So I'm grateful. Lana taught me so many things. Okay, now it's time for the monthlies. I'm so excited. Love the monthlies. Love the monthlies. So yeah, if you bought the wax seals, make sure you check out that video. I think it's free through the 16th, from today to the 16th, I think. So make sure you check that out. All righty. Build a garden. Let's start there. Beautiful oxeye daisy. So here's my example. I haven't put it on a card yet, but I have it in my pack there. Yeah, Liz, exactly. You open the mailbox and put it in. You're like, do I feel lucky? It's kind of that question. But what you could do as well, right? You could say you take a A2 envelope, put it in a 5x7 envelope, and then your wax seal's on the inside, so it's more protected. So you could do 2 envelopes, like wedding invitations have 2 envelopes. You could do that. That would protect it more because it wouldn't hook on anything as it was going through the service. I would do the non-machinable stamp and I would put it in a little bit bigger of an envelope just to protect yourself if you want to make sure that your wax seal ends up there. I've also seen folks cut up the Altenew packaging, those envelopes, the padded envelopes, and put it like over. So like put the padded envelope over this so that basically the padded envelope takes all the squishy. So if you have it on a card, but the same thing, right? If you have it on an envelope, cut up one of your old Altenew packages, your padded envelopes, and just put it over there, put it in a bigger envelope and send it that way. Because that's nice and short. If we have the Build-A-Garden subscription, will this get sent to us automatically? Yes, you should be able to you should have gotten your Build-A-Garden already. You should have gotten your Build-A-Garden already if you're a subscriber, because I know they're sending out, I think they're actually sending out ahead. There is also an extra stamp wheel mat that has come out. If you want to get a backup for your Stamp Wheel 2.0, I forgot about mentioning that as well. Okay, so beautiful oxide daisy, 4x6 stamp, outline, beautiful sentiments in there. Then we also have our stencil set, beautiful 5-piece stencil set. I'm loving this size of stencil. When I see it, I get so excited. I'm like, oh, because it's just different. It's a little different, right, than what we're used to. We're used to the 6x6, so I like it a little different. Then we have, of course, our die that cuts the outline. And then there are 4 ones that cut the strips. So I'm loving this. There's also in the Craft Your Life kit this month, there's some of those strips. Plus it also cuts the bolded sentiments. So these are great for all your sub-sentiments. Aren't those awesome? These are going to be so valuable, my friends. With all your stamp sets, all your sentiments, those will be fantastic. All right, so that is, and you get also a blending tool with it. You get the mini blending tool each month with the Build-A-Garden. Great way to build up your blending tool collection. Put that one up there. And Tracy, yes, you can buy the stencil art this month. I just double checked. It is available. The stencil art, strong oak, and add-on die is available. Okay, then we have the Mini Delight is jumping out. It feels wrong to call it the Mini Delight. I feel like saying Mini Delight with maximum possibilities because so many possibilities in these sets. So this month we have some cute little layering flowers, only 2 layers to them, beautiful sentiments, and some leaves that you can create a little image. On here, you have a bridge, and it will cut out 2 of the flowers for you. And this bridge, you just cut 2 of this outside piece and layer it together with this rounded piece. And we do have layering videos for these. If you get these, I know a lot of people, Carrie, a lot of people love that oak one. Yes, a lot of people, it's their favorite. I'm with you. I saw that and I'm like, oh my God. So yes, I loved it too. So for this one, and actually anything that we have that layers. So the Oxide Daisy has a layering stencil. This layers together the stamps and the bridge layers together. We have a video showing you how to do that. Okay. So if you are like, I don't know how to make this bridge, I don't know how it goes together, pop over and check out that video. And then next, let's see what's next. Oh, the Craft-A-Flower. Craft-A-Flower. All right, so here's mine put together. I did Misty Morning cardstock here, and then I had put some gold with the foil pattern one, I think, and it just was like, woo, it was bright. So I put some vellum over it, and then I put it on, and I kind of like it. So it's, I got to figure out what to do about a sentiment, but kind of like it. But this is the cherry blossom branch layering die set. As you can see, it's a nice size. My hand takes up the size of it. So beautiful set. There, nice big dies. You can see that tree die is huge. I know. And then, oh yeah, that waterfall in the mountain too, Vicky, are some of my favorites. We're actually, Mindy Egan's using the mountain in her upcoming class. And then on the back, I just put, because my old eyes, my eyes are getting old. So I just put like, this is the snowman shape. This is the arrow. This is the one that looks like the letter T. This looks like a mountain. And then this is the triangle. So that way I just leave that on there. So I know when I come back, which shapes or which things there. So I use my bifocals to check it out. And then, then I put a note. So I have that so I can just reference back to that. The cherry blossom is absolutely stunning. Next, we have the old city doors layering die set, which is so beautiful. And there was an email sent out this morning, or if you look on the website, I have to give a shout out to the fabulous Aram Tasneem. She did a card with the doors and she hand painted the flowers that went around it. It looks like an old city wall and it's stunning. So please check out this on the Altenew website so you can see that card, or it was in the flip book that was sent out in an email this morning. It's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. But you can create these doors here, examples, of what you could create. You can create so many more doors, so many more ideas that you can go, but just a couple to get you started. Just something important to mention, for all three of them, you're going to want to cut that base piece. I was a little confused the first time I did it because I was like, well, wait, this doesn't have it. But where it's here, it means for this one and this one too. So you always want that base piece when you start layering your doors. And for this one here, if you're putting this one together, I recommend putting on your two sides first, putting this in the center. So, and it comes absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful set. All right. And then the Craft Your Life kit. I'm going to show you the flowers just first because, just look at that. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. Look how pretty. Oh, go look at Aram's, Tracy. It's, I have no words. It just is gorgeous. So we have here the flower arch. Okay. So there's the flowers. And then there's also an embossing folder, which I'm kind of skipping around, I know, but the embossing folder creates this beautiful kind of door. Okay. And then the stencil colors it in for you. And then this piece is in the die set. So I'll show you the stamp set last, apparently, because I'm so excited to show you all the other pieces. Then you have 6 more of these sentiment strips. I mean, look at this. Any size sentiment you can cut with this. Look how fabulous. I was so excited about that. Then this heart piece can go over there, over your door. So, and then of course it cuts the outline image as well. So beautiful, beautiful set. So now that we've shown you those pieces, we also, of course, have the stamp set. We have the beautiful outline image that you guys saw. Lots of sub-sentiments or sentiments, because we have these kind of bold sentiments you could use, and then you could use the other, strips to cut those out. So fantastic. Loving that we're getting all these sentiment strips with this. Then we have 7 stencils. 5 stencils, and they're 7 by 7. Okay. And the great thing is, so is this. So this is that door, right? So if you just like emboss this or use this, you could put one of the creative doors, the old city doors, like in here in the same section, or so many ideas. I love that we have this 7 by 7 stencil that fits on the embossing folder, but it's also bigger, so we can do more projects with it. So, if you do journaling and your journals are like 6 by 8, you could really put this on the bottom and really create like a pattern with it and put it in your journals as well. So just see it goes over the edge. So I love this, that it has been like this. I know, I agree, Carrie. There's one coming out that Tisneem had said she created 10 samples and she was like, okay, I have to stop now. Like, I've created too many samples. Oh my goodness, my strong oak is missing. Oh no, my tree is missing. I have the card. I had it the other day. I showed it the other day. Oh goodness, I'm sorry, you guys. I am a little discombobulated. I was looking to see, oh, here it is. I got it. I showed it to you guys the other day. So, oh, I don't have this. Oh, do I have the stencils? Yes, I do, because I showed it the other day in the video. So I'm like, it's got to be right here. So this is what the full tree will look like, including the grass. So in the stencil right here, it masks off the tree, which I love. I thought was genius. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought I put my stencils inside the layering guide. And all of these have layering guides as well. For any layering thing we have, it comes with a layering guide and a video. So there's that first. Why don't we actually, this would be a good one. Let's go ahead. Let's do this one. We'll do this one. So here is an example of a card that I created with just half of the tree. So there's one. And I put water on one of these shimmer pastes, I believe the pearl, and I splattered it. So that's the pearl shimmer paste splattered for those that bought the bundle early and got the pearl. All right, let's go ahead and let's make a card with the stencil art oak, because I know so many people love this. Yes, I saw Mindy's cards and I was like, OMG, girlfriend, look at that. It's fantastic. That is so fantastic. I love Mindy's colors. Somebody one day told me that my ink blending looked like Mindy's, and I am like, oh my God, no, really? It looks like Mindy's? Like, I was so excited because that's a comparison I will take any day to have one of my projects. Look like Mindy's. And guys, literally the markers would have bit me. Here are the markers. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm telling you, yesterday was a really, really tough day in my personal life. So it didn't start out that way, but it ended up going that way. So yeah, and then we get the bullet nib. I haven't used these yet. So mine's still white, but oil-based, metallic, quick dry, nice bullet nib on there. And then you got the silver, the black, and the gold in there. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't had time to use them yet. So I'm very excited to try those. But yes, I know. Yes, Carrie Ann, I was like, okay, I can die a happy crafter now. I've been compared to Mindy Egan. I'm now good. I've accomplished all my crafty goals. I was compared to Mindy Egan. I love her blending. Her blending. Ooh. Now, if somebody told me I could rainbow like Laura Basson, I might have to stop crafting. That might be it, right? Like, if you ink blend like Mindy Egan and you rainbow like Laura Basson, is there anything better in life than that? I know. I'm super excited about those too. Anytime markers come out, I'm a happy girl. I like markers. And I am still, I promise, I had taken, I had to go to my other house yesterday, and I had taken that foil that we had done to color with the markers, and then for various reasons I didn't end up staying, so I came home and I didn't end up coloring it, but I will color it. I promise I'll finish coloring it. It is really pretty with that black foil and the was it Lovely Flowers press plate, I think. All right, so I will get to it, I promise. It's just with this flu, is some of the symptoms are lingering. They're a lingerer. So maybe by like 4 o'clock. Oh, that's another good one. Oh yes, Carrie Ann, if I can lay out a card like JC and use markers like Aram, oh yeah. We all all have our dreams, don't we? We all have our dreams. Those are mine. What are your dreams? Share your dreams with me, you guys. Share your dreams. What's the one crafter you would like to be able to imitate? Let's see who we have out there. I'm going to go with a golden tree because, as you guys know, I'm a little obsessed with this family. So I'm going to go with a golden tree because I live in Maine and we have those in the fall. So I'm going to go with it. So I'm using Peachy Glow. Now, don't do this in your crafting because, see, I got ink on my paper. I'm just going to get rid of this paper after. So that's why I did it. But you guys don't want to do that. Okay, because that will get on your paper and then that will be bad because, if you put it down like on your card and then, so do not do as I'm doing. Just, I'm doing it because I'm going to throw that piece of paper out. All right, there we go. Here we go. Oh, Aditi, yep. Jennifer McGuire, Joy, yep. Those are good ones. Okay. Now, I like my large blending brushes for these because I get a nice soft color on here, and somebody should have taken out her sticky mat. I don't want to name names or point fingers. I'm not that kind of girl, but Geraldine, that's a good goal. I like that goal. That's an excellent goal. I think I get bored. So I know a lot of folks. I have a friend that jokes. She's like, okay, in 5 hours, I'll know where I want to put my first embellishment, and I'm like, oh gosh, like, no, I just like dump them out where they fall, they go, sometimes I change some of them, but I'm an impatient crafter. And if you guys haven't listened to the podcast yet with Tisneem and Mariam from this month, please listen to it. It's an excellent podcast. And Tisneem tells some great stories and Mariam tells some great stories. And one of my favorites, though, is Tisneem was saying she's surprised that she hasn't gotten bored of crafting. And that's why she likes designing a lot of things is, it keeps her from getting bored with crafting. And I said, I'm surprised too. Like I get bored really easily. Like I'll buy like 5 books from an author. I'll read like 2 chapters. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm out. So I get bored very, very easily. And I haven't gotten bored with crafting. So I really related to Tisneem on that. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. But so that's why when I make cards, man, I'm in, I'm out. I got to get in and out because I cannot do that. I know he's sleeping on the job right now, but he has done kitty security a lot today. So he's been investigating a lot. He's been working really hard today. So he's definitely earned the nap. All right. And the good news is if I go over my cardstock, it's okay because I'm going to cut this, right? Now there is an add-on die for this. And with the add-on die, I didn't think I showed that. You get the die that cuts the outline, but look at all the words you get. Look at all those words. So excited. Just 4 words layered, but all the words and the die, they fit so much. And I can't remember where Tisneem was talking about that somewhere. I can't remember if it was in the podcast, but when they design things, they try to stick as many dies in as they can. Because they're like, hey, if you're paying for this, we might as well use all the space and give you like an extra die, like an extra flower or a word, or they work really hard to take up every single space in those dies so that we get lots of stuff. I do too. I like the font. Okay. And I could get out my tweezers if I wasn't being lazy Jane here, or lazy Bob, or whoever lazy I am. I'm being a sloth today. I do good in the mornings. It's just by like 3 o'clock. I've been in bed early the past few weeks. It's warm and cozy there. I have a big TV in my bedroom. It's a good thing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. So pretty. Okay. Here we go. Here we go now. All right. That's actually what I say before I go live every time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's my theme. Okay. And again, do as I say, not as I do. Do not put your ink down like that. But you guys don't need to show which ink pad you're using. It's okay if you put it like this, but don't put it down because it will go on your paper. And now, if you want a deeper, richer color, you can add more, of course, with your large blending tool. But you could switch to the small or to the mini when you get to these sections. Oh, I had some green on here. That's okay, though. I'm not going to hate it because, again, I live in New England. We have orange and brown trees in the fall. It's okay. And you know what? I may never be able to replicate this tree, and it may be my favorite tree ever. So let's see how it all shakes out here. I want to see Vicky's rainbow trees. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad you ordered it. Yeah, you won't be sorry. I think this is a set that will stay. I mean, you can use it for sympathy, birthdays, hello, how you doing? What's going on? Thinking of you. You know, all these things. Oh, I like that. See, I had some green on my stencil, so it's got the brown and the orange. Ho, ho, ho. This says New England all over it. I love it. Okay, here we're coming to the fun part, friends. We have the stencil that adds our tree trunk. Okay, so we're going to do that first. Then we get to add our grass. So we have to make some tough decisions. And the decisions are tough because, right, we're doing an autumn tree. So I know with my browns, I know where I'm going. But I'm going to do Rocky Shore Mocha and Espresso. But I'm trying to wonder, the grass, maybe we should do some light brown and green grass, maybe. What do we think? Because this is like a tree that's transitioning into its winter self. It's on a discovery. Okay. Oh, let me put this up here. Rocky Shore. Rocky Shores. Rocky Shores. I used to go to Rocky Point Park as a kid. So I always think of that when I use this one. So now I've switched over to my minis because it's a smaller area. But if you want to keep up that really soft look, because there are so many bristles in the large, right? So you get a softer look because the ink is more dispersed. The ink is more concentrated in this. Now, if I went to my micros, it's going to be even more concentrated. And if you want something in between, we have the smalls as well. Those are like the 1-inch ones. Oh my gosh, Angel and her angel wings, man. She misses not one thing. She is very speedy. I feel like Angel knows what I'm going to do before I do it. Like that's how much I love Angel and miss working with her, because I felt like she knew everything I was going to do even before I did. So it's good to be back with Angel again, because she seems to know what I'm doing better than I do most of the time. And I'm like, thank you, Angel. Okay, here we go. So, oh, that's a tough decision. You know what I might, well, it might be too close. I was going to say maybe fall harvest, but I think it's too close to our tree color. We don't want anything bright. Maybe, you guys, what do we do? What do we do? Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Let's try it. Let's try it. I may be totally wrong here, but there we go. We got Olaf and sugar kelp. I think that will be really, really pretty. Okay. So we're going to do that. That's my Mediterranean glow. Okay. All right. So Olaf. It's funny because I taught a class recently and I used Olaf, and it went through and it got corrected to olive. And it was like, no, it's really Olaf. The dictionary is probably like, what are you talking about? All right, so I'm going to go really dark, like around there. And I'm doing that with my Olaf so that I can see if I like it, okay, when I peel this up. And as long as I like it, I could come in with the sugar kelp and make it even darker. Oh gosh, 10 minutes. Where did all the time go? I know I spent so much time. I got so excited about the wax seals. I love new toys. It's like when you were a kid and your dad took you to the toy store and you got, my favorite thing was always to get that Crayola spinny crayon thing with all the stuff. And so I feel like that with the wax seals because there's so many possibilities. It's so exciting. All right. And I kind of want my ground to look like that because it's like it's dying, right? Okay. So see that? I'm going to go in with the sugar kelp a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm still a little nasally and a little, congested. So I apologize. I feel so bad being congested on camera with you. But it's the time of day. I do better in the mornings, at the afternoon and night. I get really tired and really congested. So, okay, now, okay, let's see if that was too much. I don't know. Oh, love that. Love it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yes. I love crafting with you guys. You guys inspire me. The Crayola Caddy. Oh yeah. And you had to get the one too with the thingy in the back to sharpen your crayons. That was the fancy schmancy one. I can't wait to have grandkids so I can buy them all those things. I'm so excited. But my kids, I keep telling them to work on it. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. But I'm ready. I'm ready. In my language, I'll be called an ukme. So I'm ready to be an ukme, but I can't tell people I'm going to be an ukme because they would be like, "You're going to be a who?" Think I'm going to be a yeti or something. But no, an ukme is grandmother in the Wabanaki language, which I'm a part of the Penobscot Nation in Maine. So very proud member. I'm also Tribal First Nations of Canada, so I love my Canadians as well. All right, we got mocha. So I don't know. I'll have to learn what it is in Mi'kmaq. What grandmother is. I have some time though, because they assure me they went on their honeymoon to France. And I'm like, am I going to have a French grandbaby? And it was funny because my daughter-in-law was like, you want Ryan to marry somebody French? And I'm like, no, you guys just went to France. Am I going to have a grandbaby that was, began its journey in France? And she's like, no. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, okay. I keep trying. I'm working it. I have all kinds of plans. Wind them up with sugar and send them home. Turn them loose with shimmer paste, all that. Yes, Sue. Yes, you got to get it. It's fantastic, Sue. You'll love it. You will love it. It definitely is worth it. Oh, yes. Ooh, fancy candles. Oh, wow. Excellent. I'm following JM. Woohoo. I love Jennifer. I sent her a thing the other day, just thinking of you, because she's just a fantastic human. Absolutely love her. And miss her. I got to meet her. She's excellent at chatting. I'm sure you would have assumed that, but we have excellent chats. I always have an excellent chat with her, which is very nice. She's very comforting and soothing, which I love. Okay. And then we're going to do, because I did this there. I think I'm going to leave it. Tough decision. Oh, man, you guys. I got an idea. See, just being around you guys, I feel inspired. Oh, yeah. I know everybody thinks I'm Canadian, which I'm like, hey, awesome. I'll be a Canadian. I love my Canadian fellers and gals. I love Canada. I always have such a good time when I go to Canada. I love Canada. My husband and I were actually going to buy some land up there, and then life happened and we didn't, but I could always go to the reservation up there if I wanted to. Well, they don't call them reservations, but we do in the US, and that's how my brain is. Oh, I like that, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. It's magic. Angel, Angel, do you see the magic? I'm excited. Angel's here with all of us. Angel. Okay. You guys didn't see the magic yet. Hold on. I'll show you the magic. It's the magic with sand dunes. Sand dunes brings the magic. Are you ready? Look at sand dunes with sugar kelp. Oh, look at that. Magic. Magic. Okay. And our tree's not even done yet. Look at this. All right. We got our final layer of the tree. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm going to be exhausted after this. You guys got me all excited and happy and crafting and wild. I'll pass out the recliner after this. It's exhausting, but it's so much fun. Somebody said they hadn't crafted. I'm like, I really haven't either, except for work. So this is fun. This is like just crafting with my friends. I love it. Love it. Okay, here we go. I know this set is just, I am so grateful. We have amazing human beings that can see this and design the stencils for this, because I so can't. I just can't. Somebody said, create me a layered stencil. I'd be like, okay, I'll try. You know, I don't think I would be successful at it. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. But I'm just in awe of our amazing designers and everything that they come up with. They are so talented. And yeah, and you guys, I mean, I've seen some stuff that's coming. Holy Toledo. Hang on to whatever you're going to hang on to, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. All right, here we go. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. I know they can. I know. They just, like, you give them an idea and you're like, it could kind of look like this. Then they make it and you're like, oh my gosh, perfect, perfect. Now, because I don't want to scare anybody, I'm just going to trim the panel. I'm not going to cut the tree. I'm just going to trim the panel because we have odd sides where we lined up the stencil. The tree will not be hurt in this process, I promise. I always like to tell you guys, and Angel likes to send out a thing to cover your ears if the paper's going to scream. So Angel sends out her bat signal or paper signal, whatever you want to call it, so you guys don't hear the paper screams. Angel protects you. All right, and just a scotch down. Now, and the great thing about this stencil, right, is if you are outside the US and you make bigger cards, or you like big cards and you cannot lie, then this is the stencil for you. Now, haha. Okay, so I must have, I went really light there. I'm like, I must have missed something, but it's just really light. So what we could do is, okay, you could cut the tree out. Okay. Now it's going to have a whatchamahoo's it around it, border, but you can move the stencil around. If you just use copy paper, just move it around. You could do the night sky. You could do a morning sky. I think that would be really beautiful. But look at that with the rocky, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. I love that. That is that rocky shore on the sugar kelp. Oh my gosh. I never would have done that without you guys. You guys are fantastic. So now you can just put a sentiment on here. While I do love these, I don't want to cover my tree. I mean, the thanks I think would work. I think I have, let me see. I have all of them cut down in here. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Okay. I have a bunch of them. Maybe I don't have thanks though. Woo! All right. There we go. Thanks. I got the shadow for thanks. Okay. So I think the thanks would fit okay. I think the thanks would fit in there. It would be nice, right? But yeah, I definitely would add the sky. Like with mine, oh gosh, where did I put my card? Hold on, let me see if I can find the card now. What did I do? You guys saw me with a card, right? I had a card. Oh, there it is. So what I did was this one I did trim out. But what you could do is die cut this and then lay it kind of over this. Or you could stencil the first, take the first stencil. Okay, this is the trick. This is the trick, okay? Sorry, Angel, I'll wrap up in just 1 second. I just want to show this trick. Okay, so if you want to create a mask, see my yucky piece of paper that I used. So now we're not going to use a paintbrush. We're going to take a pencil. Okay, and you can come in and you can trace all of this and you can fussy cut it out. Or you could use the die, so use stencil number 1 and trace it, okay? Because that's going to cover all of this. Now, if you want the grass, okay, all you do is you go to stencil number 4. Okay, so that's the tree. That's what you would do. Stencil 4, same thing. You'll just trace the grass here. Okay, and that way, just put it on copy paper and you could do the background. Now, the other thing that you could do if you're like me and impatient and just want to get in and get out, you could just take a blending tool. So say you have one of these, the micros, and you could just come in and just on the edges, kind of put that blue sky and bring it in as close to the tree as you can. Don't overdo it. You can leave like a halo around your tree, but you could bring in that blue, and the other thing is you could die cut it, right? If you have the die, even if you don't have the die, you could fussy cut this out and you could put it onto a card base that has that night sky. But I think you could easily enough just go in with a stencil or a brush to go in and add that background. So thank you, Angel. Angel, you are the best. I love all my folks that are with me equally, but I've missed Angel because we always had so much fun together. So it's so wonderful to see Angel. So yay! When is the Mars hop? Oh, the March hop today. There's one today. There's a video hop. I was supposed to have a video, but I sounded like Kermit the Frog was stuck in a bag. It was bad. So I didn't publish it because it was really bad, really bad. I was squeaky and it was very bad. So I didn't publish mine. So, but yeah, thank you. I know our crafty guardian angel. She is with her angel wings. Yeah. And thank you all for inspiring me for my tree. I love my tree and you guys helped me do this. So thank you so much. I feel so crafty today now. I hope you guys fell in love with the March release as much as we love sharing it with you, especially check out the wax seals, something we used to have and now we have even better. Everything is amazing and all the colors of the wax beads. So much fun. And check out that video from Lana if you do purchase that bundle because it's an amazing video. Learn lots of tips and tricks. And I can't wait to hear what you guys get from the March release. I know that tree is going home with a lot of folks, but I hope you'll look at some other stuff. Pop that in the cart too, so you have lots of crafty fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. From all of us at Altenew, thank you so much for allowing us to help craft your life. We will see you on. Bye, everyone.